Beyond providing reliable electric, water, and internet services, OMU is committed to supporting the community they serve, from investing in local projects and schools to standing behind events and organizations that make Owensboro stronger. OMU believes in giving back. It's more than utilities. It's neighbors supporting neighbors and building a better future together. OMU, powering our community, connecting our future.
There's the wrong realtor. And then there's the right realtor. Stephanie Wright, Greater Owensboro Realty Company. Expect extraordinary. Call or text 270-499-0099.
You know that weird squeaky sound your floor makes? Yeah, it's begging for a makeover. At Floor Concepts in Owensboro, they've got you covered, literally. Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, tile. If it goes on the floor, they've got it. Locally owned, super friendly, and pros at what they do. Floor Concepts makes upgrading your home easy and actually kind of fun. Swing by their location on 231 or check them out online at floorconceptinc.com. Floor Concepts, your feet will thank you.
Ride with Champion! Hi, this is Duke Brubaker from Champion Ford Mazda in Owensboro, and it's that time of year for our annual Taking Out the Trash sales event. Push, pull, or drag your old ride to Champion and get $2,500 off our pre-owned MVP deals or any new 2025 or 2026 Ford or Mazda car, truck, or SUV. That's right, we increased our offer to $2,500 this year, so don't delay. Take advantage of this great deal plus outstanding MVP deals on pre-owned and factory incentives on new vehicles. Shop on the lot or online at championowensboro.com.
When your home needs fixes fast, count on Bullet Home Solutions, Owensboro's go-to for quick, reliable repairs and upgrades. From leaks to remodels, they get it done right and they get it done quick. Call Billy Borman with Bullet Home Solutions today and hit your home projects with pinpoint precision.
Oh, yeah, it's that time of year again.
Spring?
That too, but I'm talking about the wildest time of the year.
Storm weather season.
No, March Madness.
You live for that.
You bet. I just wish I could afford to deck out my team's colors.
You're missing out on Sports Country.
They're still here?
New location at Park Plaza Drive. They're full of sports apparel like hats, t-shirts, and more, just in time for March Madness. Sports Country, 317 Park Plaza Drive behind Shammy's Car Wash, Owensboro's #1 sports fan store.
Bank offers you the freedom to choose the products that best fit your business. From custom financing to day-to-day banking, our bankers are here to help your small business grow confidently. We have the products, experience, and creative thinking to ensure you don't waste your two most important assets, your time and your money. Stop in at any of our locations. Your goals, our guidance. Independence Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Travis Holtree from Foreman Watson Holtree. I am proud to be a personal injury lawyer. Through my career, we've been called lots of names, ambulance chasers and things like that, and I've heard it all. You know what? You can call us what you want to call us, but when you need us, that's when we want you to call. We are your one call for injury law at Foreman Watson Holtree, and we are proud to be personal injury lawyers. Foreman Watson Holtree, dedicated to you, committed to justice. FWHlegal.com.
Let Chuck's Locksmith be your pick for all your locksmith needs. Need new locks, doors, keys, or even chip keys for your car, house, or business? Call Chuck's Locksmith at 270-929-1838. Losing your keys is never easy, so let Chuck's Locksmith come to your rescue. A full-service locksmith with 24/7 emergency service.
If you want the best local, regional, and national sports coverage, then you need to listen to Live at 5 with Stephen A. Turner and Vic Evans. Catch them every Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. on Owensboro Sports Station, 1027 The Game, courtesy of Foreman Watson Holtree.
When you think about service in our community, think American Legion Post 9. From fundraising for local projects and community needs to supporting events that make Owensboro stronger, Post 9 is always stepping up. Most importantly, they are there for our veterans, making sure no one who served our country is ever forgotten. It's neighbors helping neighbors, veterans helping veterans, and a proud tradition of service right here at home. American Legion Post 9, continuing to serve Owensboro in and out of the uniform.
Better colon health starts at Owensboro Health. You can depend on gastroenterologist Dr. Stephen Eds for conditions of the stomach, intestines, and colon. He provides excellent care close to home. Visit owensborohealth.org/healthycolon.
It's the Owensboro Health 3rd Region Tournament Semifinal game number 2, and Meade punches their ticket to take on Grayson. We're here in the Green River Area Federal Credit Union post-game show. I'm going to send it down to Dan and to Steve, and they've got the Floor Concepts player of the game, the champion Mazda drive of the game, and the big man, Hayden Schaus. Take it away, guys.
I'll tell you what, Hayden Schaus, I mean, what a game. You did not want this to be your last game. And in that second half, you put the team on your back, and you rode them into the championship, my friend.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Man, take us through that a little bit. You know, you guys were facing adversity. Me and Dan were talking about it. There was a moment there in the fourth quarter where Apollo had some free throws to go up by 13. They missed them both. You come down and go in transition and really put the team on your back at that point, put several buckets in a row together there. You know, what's going through your mind there as the time's kind of dwindling down and you guys are behind in this game?
I'm just trying not to lose. Nothing's going through my mind. I'm going down. I got to get a bucket. I don't want to go home today.
It felt like the light came on for you in the fourth quarter like that. Okay, I don't want this to be my last game. So I'm going to go out here and I'm just going to leave everything I got on the court. And you really came to life tonight. I know, you know, your teammates, talk about those guys hitting big shots. Guys like
Pike.
Jensen Hayes late in the game. He was open all night, and he never. Everybody's telling him to shoot. He never did. Then he finally knocks one down out here, wide open, and Pike with that big three late there. Talk about your teammates a little bit.
We just believe in each other. That's the whole thing. We had a walkthrough this morning. Coach said, Jensen, you're open. Shoot the ball. Look what happens. He shot the ball, goes in. We just believe in each other. That's all it is.
Hey, you guys played really well out there. Talk about the Apollo's decision to slow it down a little bit. What was your guys' decision on there? I know you kind of just let them stand out there. Did Coach ever really want you guys to speed it up a little bit and just talk about the speed of play out there a little bit? Did you want to speed it up?
At halftime, it was whatever. It was a 1-point game, but down towards the end, whenever they started slowing it down, we know we're scoreboard. We got to score. So we were looking. They can play theirs, but whenever we get it, we got to go fast. We got to score, and we got to get a bucket.
Yeah, and I thought the defense really translated into offense late. I mean, you put that together. You got a couple turnovers, and I felt like that really settled you guys in offensively a little bit as well.
Yes, sir. That's a big key of ours. That we knew come in, it was going to be a defensive game. We got stops. We could run. We didn't want to play their defense that they played. I mean, it's whatever. You can run it, but.
You had the third period out there. Your team only scored 3 points. You guys were down at 1 point, almost by 11 points, possibly almost going down 13. A little swing there. But talk a little bit about going into that final period, which could have been your last game. What was the message as being a leader to your team of going into this fourth period like, we got to get this done, boys?
We just had to get it done. Like, nobody wants your season to end. So somebody's going to step up. I think I put in a lot of work for the game. So I think if anybody's got a shot, why not me?
Now, Tuesday night, man, you're going to play for a regional championship. It's kind of was the expectation. This team had that in them in the preseason, and now you're here on the doorstep. You know, what do you guys got to do to carry this momentum into Tuesday night and shock the region again?
We just got to play us. We can't get in all the fans, all that, whatever, the refs, whatever. We just got to play us. We got to do what we do to win.
Absolutely. Hey, man, congratulations. Great game.
Thank you.
Great finish. Enjoy it. We'll see you back here Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll get Coach Hacker
I believe we got Coach out there waiting in the wings there.
Yeah, Coach Hacker coming in here.
Hey, Steve. I just want to pitch in here as Coach Hacker comes on. If there was anybody in the past that always said, I don't care if we got to drive all the time, it was Dina Hacker. She didn't care. Don't tell me you can't beat 9th District teams in the Sports Center because it happened twice tonight.
No doubt. And to Coach Hacker, first of all, congratulations on a great effort tonight, man. I know that fourth quarter going into his little wall, but your guys really, really picked themselves off the mat and responded.
Yeah, you know, they started kind of holding the ball in the second and third quarter, and I said to the guys, I mean, if they want to keep it 2 to 3 points, I mean, I'm okay with that. We'll go in the fourth quarter and be a little more aggressive. So, yeah, we kind of switched. We haven't played that little trapping defense in the half court all year. We've kind of saved it, and it kept us aggressive. And I think that's the hard thing for teams, especially at the high school level, is to play not to lose versus to play to win. And usually teams will kind of hold it back and just try to kill the time versus attacking teams that are aggressive. So I thought Apollo kind of played not to lose, and we were able to take advantage of that. And we were able to get a couple steals and get out in transition, and it's hard. That's the hardest thing to defend is transition.
All right, so my question is this: what kind of play? How did you draw up that play with Medley at the end there to get the rebound and put back the point? I mean, did you draw that up, Coach?
Excellent.
I didn't.
Excellent
Obviously, obviously the kid who took the shot, the sophomore, has probably only played 4 or 5 varsity games for us, but he had a big 3 for us. But yeah, I mean, the play was either a fake handoff or handoff to Medley to get the layup, but that's one thing Medley does is he makes winning plays.
I mean, it kicked right down to him, and he went right back up and knew exactly what to do with it.
No, it was, when he got it, he got the rebound. I said, I don't think there's enough time left. And then when I saw the ball go up and then I saw the lights go, I said, oh my goodness, it counted. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was so loud that I thought the time had expired, but I saw when the lights were on the backboard, it was out of his hands and through the bucket.
Yeah.
And the celebration ensues, and we had 2 buzzer beaters tonight to send teams into the region. And I wanted to talk about the guys. I mean, of course, Hayden Shallis, they put the team, I thought, on his back when you guys were down. But then the other guys that stepped up. I mean, Jensen Hayes is open all night. You can see the fans saying, shoot the ball, shoot the ball.
He never would. Out there.
And then finally, late in the game, he hits that monster 3, as did Carter Pike. He had a couple huge threes late in the game there for you guys. Talk about those 2 guys stepping up in a big spot.
Those 2 guys, they've hit big shots for us at times during the year. And Jensen, even that shot there, we're yelling at him at that point in the game to shoot it. And he took the right shot at the right time. And he has more freedom, but he understands trying to follow the game plan of, it's probably not for the best for the team if I shoot 10 threes tonight. And so he picked his spots and did a good job. And especially the start of the game, he did a great job in the paint.
He did, right?
Make it some big shots towards the end. And that's what Carter does. He can hit if he's in rhythm and got it and clean, and it's a good chance it's going in. He shot well all year. So it was huge. I mean, we had guys, and that's what I told them in the locker room. We had multiple guys who are not Schaus and Medley made big plays in the last 4 or 5 minutes to get us in the opportunity to win the game. So, that's our team chemistry and team camaraderie and culture has come together the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season, and that's what's been able to propel us to win some big games.
Yeah, man, and now you guys are getting set Tuesday night, regional championship game against a really good Grayson County team. But hey, Coach, I mean, these guys after that win right there, they got to believe right now.
Yeah, they got to believe, and Travis does a great job at Grayson. They got a great team. They're 6-7 deep, and all the guys know their role, and so I really respect what he does. And so we know it'll be a tough game, but I'm just super proud of the guys that we've battled and got to this point. And so obviously we're not satisfied to be in the region championship, but to get this group to the region championship is big for this group. And
for you, my friend, taking the helmet in the first year, you got to be able to hang your hat on that one. Don't discredit that, my friend.
But I told the guys, and I've told my team this, I've lived my dreams and I've coached at the college level, and I never want it to be about me, ever. I want it to always be about them. They deserve all the credit. They're the one on the sideline. So, I never want any credit for any wins or any championships we win. It's all the team. It's all the program. And at the end of the day, coaches and players come and go, but the program will be here. So I want that to get all the credit.
Yeah, that's a moment there you'll never forget. That buzzer beater, man. That's big time stuff in a regional tournament. Enjoy it, Coach. Yeah. Congratulations. Soak it in tonight. And then get to work and get ready for Grayson County. We'll see you back there Tuesday.
Smile all the way home, my friend.
Right.
Thank you.
An easy trip back now.
It'll be much more enjoyable.
No doubt. Coach Hackert, congratulations again.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Meade County victorious here tonight over Apollo, Dan, and picked themselves up off the mat. And Vic, I mean, it was moments where it looked like Apollo might run away with it there in the fourth. You got to give Meade County credit. They never stopped fighting there in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was one of the things where you thought Apollo really was just going to turn that edge and walk away with it. You saw some drives coming in there, powers coming in there, crews going down the lane, and you thought, okay, here goes Eagles. Are going to walk their way into the championship. But Meade County just kept hanging around, and that drive behind them. And next thing you know, at the end of the game, here they are, victorious.
Yeah, when Meade went to that trap, Apollo just kind of lost their minds a little. There was time, Apollo would run long possessions the whole game, and you thought, why aren't they attacking? If they would just attack, they have such talent, they can attack at will, and they didn't attack. And then late in the game, when you're up 10 in the fourth quarter with no shot clock, you start attacking. And it's like, that was a little bit baffling to me. There was times where it looked like they had a trip to the bucket open, and it wasn't necessarily there, and they took a bad shot, maybe a forced shot. And, Meade County was able to get back and collect some points quickly.
If I had to guess, Apollo's probably questioning some of the coaching tonight just a little bit on their game plan, especially timing on the game speed itself.
Not only that, but the timeouts, right? I mean, you take your final timeout with a lot of time left on over 3 minutes left on the clock. And so you didn't have the opportunity to draw anything up or to maybe call a timeout to settle your team down whenever they were getting sped up by the trap. I just thought Apollo really let that game slip away late. I mean, I felt like Grayson County in the first game let it slip, but they were able to hit the three to avoid it slipping away. Apollo was in full control, and I thought they really let it slip away.
Oh, without a doubt. And I think what we saw tonight is you had two unbelievable buzzer beaters. It's probably been a long time since both semifinals were in buzzer beaters. But the two teams that lost missed massive free throws, either where you maybe not been a buzzer beater. Well, you saw Davis County miss a bunch. You probably want Tate Powers at the line with a 5-point lead, and he goes 0 for 2. And then you got to give all the credit. I remember back on Live at 5 and Media Day and all this, Steve, you were talking about, you at that time, you had the big 3 for Meade. It turned out to be the big 2 after the transfer. But you were very adamant about, but who is going to step up and help those guys? It just can't be those 3. They answered tonight because you had Pike hit big shots. Caleb Green last night hit big shots. You had Hayes, huge shot. You had guys,
Carroll.
You had guys coming off the bench that ain't played much and knocked down big threes. And to me, and give Medley all the credit, it was a game winner. The shot of the game was Hayes hitting the 3 down 5, without a doubt.
No doubt. Unbelievable.
I believe that's one that tied it up. That's the shot that tied it up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, and then. It just felt like late in the game, all the momentum was just swung in the favor of Meade County, and credit them for going out and finish it. Because Henning gets the layup here with 8 seconds. He gets fouled. He goes to the line, hits 1 or 2 to tie the game. And then Meade County comes down and finishes it with, it could have very easily gone into overtime where I felt like Apollo might have had a little bit of an advantage. But they couldn't get it there due to that buzzer beater there.
You're right. And Victor, your point there, the Eagles 1 for 5 at the line in the fourth.
Yeah, and not only that, Steve, how many times, when Apollo had it rolling, I thought they went to the 4 corners way too early. And how many times when you do that, you give life to the other team, you get a couple stops, maybe a turnover, and then it's hard to find your rhythm offensively again.
I don't have a problem going to the 4 corners early because of where the game was at that point. However, I thought they attacked out of the 4 corners. At times they didn't need to. You travel, you go in there and there'd be a double team, and you try to put up a forced shot, or you try to throw a forced bounce pass into a double team, and it didn't need to. Just get it back out to Powers and Williams and let them run around and take time off the clock. That's kind of how you played the whole game. So it was a little bit baffling late in the game whenever they were a more attacking nature when you're up 10 with 3 minutes to go in the game and you start attacking the rim versus, I know it was 4 corners, but you were still attacking out of it. And that was a head scratching to me, but it is what it is.
And I want to give, even with that, I want to give Hayden Schaus so much credit because in the fourth quarter, there were so many times he got the ball off the backboard and said, I'm going down to score before they could ever set up their defense, and he did.
Oh, absolutely. Hayden Schaus, me and Dan talked about it. I felt like he put the team on his back.
I mean, at one time, it was one. He took the entire Eagles team on down there, drove it right at them. Credit. He did not want this to be his last game, and it's not.
Yeah, he had 18. That's the lead all scorers. Our 4 Concepts player of the game. He was our champion Mazda driver of the game as well.
Well deserved.
Hats off to him. And Meade County will move on now to Tuesday night's final, where they'll take on Grayson County here, 7 o'clock Tuesday night. Should be a great ball game. We'll see if Meade, they'll have to be able to score the ball more efficiently than they did tonight. I know that they turned the light on there in the fourth, but they really struggled to score it for 3 quarters. If that happens on Tuesday night, Grayson will be in good shape, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Meade's going to have a puncher's chance. Grayson will come in as a heavy favorite. Whoever won on that side of the bracket was going to be the favorite no matter who won this game. But, man, we got 2 great championship games. We're back here at 3 o'clock.
Have a better Saturday.
No, great Saturday.
Unbelievable. And we're back here at 2:30 for pregame tomorrow. Catholic versus Davis County in the girls' championship. And then Tuesday night, we'll have pregame at 6:30. And it will be Grayson versus Meade. And I'm looking forward to it, guys.
Should be a lot of fun. Don't forget, tomorrow, we'll be right back here, 3 o'clock tip-off. Davis County, Owensboro Catholic, 3rd region championship game on the girls' side. Rematch of last year, rematch of the 9th district. This is the 8th time these 2 teams have met.
They know each other well.
Yes.
Actually, I think is it the 8th? Yeah, it is the 8th time they met in the last 2 years, isn't it?
8th time in the last 2 years, yep. And Tomorrow will be for all the marbles once again. Davis County got Catholic in the big spot last year. We'll see if the Aces can repay them or if Davis County will win their second ever regional title in school history back-to-back tomorrow with Coach Payne.
And get heard number 3. And you got Johnson looking, he won one as a player, trying to win one as a coach here at Grayson County. And you got